He stood before a quiet man. No rebel cry, no violent plan, no anger burning in his eyes, just truth beneath the lies. The crowd outside began to roar, demanding death and nothing more. Yet Pilate felt a stirring fear. This was no common prisoner. What was Pilate thinking that day, as truth and pressure pulled his way? He saw no fault, he knew no crime, yet still condemned the Lord of time. The crowd cried out, "Crucify!" while innocence stood standing by. He washed his hands, but deep inside he knew he chose the crowd that day. His wife had sent a warning plea, "I've suffered dreams, let this man be." The words still echoed in his mind, a troubled truth he could not hide. "You are a king," he softly said. The weight of fear filled him with dread. When Jesus spoke of truth and light, his heart grew restless in that sight. What was Pilate thinking that day, as truth and pressure pulled his way? He saw no fault, he knew no crime, yet still condemned the Lord of time. The crowd cried out, "Crucify!" while innocence stood standing by. He washed his hands, but deep inside he knew he chose the crowd that day. He tried to pass the choice away, send him to Herod, stall the day, release a man the custom said. But still they chose for Christ to be dead. Barabbas walked, the guilty freed, while innocence began to bleed. The judge stood silent, torn in two, afraid of man, not what was true. What was Pilate thinking that day, when heaven stood before his face? The Son of God within his reach, yet fear outweighed the truth he'd seen. He washed his hands, but could not hide the choice he made, the truth denied. The world remembers to this day. Pilate chose the crowd that day. Truth stood before him, he turned away. Fear ruled the moment, the darkest day. He washed his hands, but not his soul, and sent the Savior to Calvary's hill. Ani lo matzati bo asham, ani lo matzati bo asham. I find no fault in him. niddchah, niddchah. The truth was rejected. Yeshua Melech haYehudim, Yeshua Melech haYehudim. Jesus, King of the Jews. Jesus, King of the Jews.